Good morning, everybody. It's Marty the JavaScript Party, and my buddy Rhett is out there. We are working on unit tests today. It is the 6th. I believe it's Thursday, the 6th. Guess I should hit this little button here and just double check. Yep, Thursday, the 6th of July. CD space time npm run test. So we are in like a really weird place, right? Where like all the unit tests, a lot of unit tests are failing, and they're failing because it can't find this app update layout service, and it can't, and it's like not a very accurate error. Like it's kind of like, and we're trying to figure it out, why it's failing right now. And I will say that like architecturally at this point, like I have a even stronger take on like I have a stronger feeling about like, or I have a better grasp, a stronger grasp of the architecture of the application and how everything fits together. Now, for no good reason, the unit tests all started failing, and and so we're trying to kind of figure out why that is. And right now, what at the end of the day, we decided that the next step might be at the end of yesterday's. The next step would be um, just a few files. Oh my gosh! So it would just like to see these files. So I think it said that it wanted to kind of narrow things down by turning this into a provided in root. And actually, that isn't even, that's wrong anyways, now that I look at it, because it should be at service. I think it's auto something equals true or something like that. Um, so here our unit tests are up now, and we're still having the same error. And I cannot even begin to tell you that I have actually had experiences very similar to this where we were um, where the next day it wasn't failing anymore, or the next day it was failing. And a lot of times that has to do with some sort of remote call, like it's getting information from some server and that server is down or something like that. And it's all abstracted behind all these walls, so you don't even know that that's happening. Um, it's just sort of one of those things as things get more distributed. But so I think this is a good idea to take this service and make it like a root service, a service, a globally scoped service, um, and see if the problem just goes away. And that would not surprise me at all. And if that is the case, then I don't know what to do next. But so I'm just gonna say it seems like the next step is to check, is to try making the service a singleton to see if uh, to see if that is what is causing these failures. And like earlier on, it was saying something like, "Oh, it was like real getting." It was very condescending. It was like, the Karma Jasmine doesn't just invent components." It's just like very, very condescending. And I've found that in general, when ChatGPT starts getting really condescending like that, that's generally an indication that that's the thing that it was training on was from people who are condescending in general. And then if that is the and then when that happens, what it means is, or when and that probably is more of an indication that we're in some like broken, hidden, like there's all kinds of hidden breakages all throughout code, and that nobody knows about or that people know about but they don't talk about or whatever. But it looks like the next step is to do this just to see if everything starts passing. And so we want to find our service that is this application layout service, and we want to go to its definition, I believe. And then see, we have this auto provided is false, so let's make it auto provided is true. And that is, this is an indicator that like, so ChatGPT seemed to be aware that there's an at service, but did not seem to be actually aware of it because it added it, but then it went provided in as true. Um, and I would normally like, I would feel like some desire to, um, oh, so the problem didn't, well, okay, so these are different. Okay, so this is different because, so it's just saying that I didn't have a describe. So that is a different issue. I think it's probably in here. So let's just bring this guy back. Baby, come back. Let's see if we get anything, because now we have it doing stuff, but it doesn't. Okay. Cannot configure while it's already been instantiated. You're sure not using inject protect. Okay. Is it something else that I did in here? Okay, so let's get rid of this providers. That is another hard thing when you're like debugging is um, like you make changes that then and then you move on and you don't change it back. Okay, make sure you're not using inject before configure test model. Imports. Make sure you don't use inject before. I don't know. So anyways, I do feel like I actually have a better grip. Like I feel more comfortable in Angular right now than I did before all of this. So this has been good for me, but like it's not good for the project at all. Like the project is completely stalled out. And that's like the thing that people forget is that um, it's easy to just get caught up in this stuff and like get excited about like how you're learning things and how you're doing stuff like that, but it's not um, but it's very, very bad for the project. Like it is just an absolute killer for the project. Um, it's great for the developers, absolutely terrible for the project. Um, okay, so that didn't work. Okay, so the errors changed. Um, I kind of feel bad not kind of correcting it on this, but I've learned for a fact that they don't update. It doesn't seem to fix anything. Uh, well, it made no, the problem went away. Went away. We just different problem now. See, that was really bad like language. So now, see, the new error is this. Let's just go ahead and put that in there because I really want this to sort of. Oh, did I close it? I closed it. Ah, what a bummer. I was gonna say what I really want to do now is, um, like paste that error in, get its take on it, and have that to think about. But I had already shut it down. So, oh well. Happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.